Hello, everybody. My name's Autumn Ivy.
I'm Ellis.
And today we are checking out Vile Exhumed. Now, this isn't my normal way of going about things. Usually, I would be live streaming while I'm actually playing the game, but this particular game I felt like deserved less of a abrupt jump in and more of something that was kind of a handle with care situation for a couple of reasons. One, I thought that it was really, really important to ease in due to the content of this particular game. I did not want there to be a surprise on my stream. Not that we haven't approached sensitive topics previously in a game. Like, obviously, I'm in the same position as you guys when I go into a game a lot of times because we have approached games with sensitive topics such as, gore or essay or, murder or things like that, where there have been some pretty hardcore topics in games, and we have approached them as gently or as, I guess, eloquently as we possibly could. And I too was surprised. I mean, we had a game or two that we flat went, nope, because there was just no reason for some of the things that were occurring in the game. This is not one of those games. There is a purpose to this specific game. But that's exactly why I wanted to give it the time, attention, and care to actually do a Let's Play. So that you guys had time to either skip through the time sections and the timestamps so that you had an opportunity to still watch the playthrough, but also be able to go, that maybe this 45-second block of content is not going to be for me, but I'm still interested in the story and I still want to support the game because it is for a good cause. And it is really important to still recognize that some of us who are dealing with really hard things internally sometimes and are still healing, do need this as a type of, I guess, it's cathartic. It's a type of catharsis.
Consuming media of this kind, be it in game format, book format, whatever, is often done so as a way to re-experience the situation in a way where you can take your power back.
A controlled format.
Right. You have control of the situation. And this applies in many, many different formats. But in this case in particular, that's exactly what we want it to be. And it's important for us to do this as a Let's Play, not only for that reason, but because somebody might pop into the live stream and not know what this game is. Somebody might accidentally click it and not see, any of the warnings that we have. And because the subject matter is something that is important to her and I both, we want to make sure that that experience is also controlled for those who want to see the gameplay or for those who use this type of media for the same reasons that I do personally or that others do.
So because this is coming from a very personal space, I just wanted to give you guys kind of the what for, basically, because I know that there's a handful of people that see games like Vile Exhumed, which is the game that we're going to be approaching today. It's done by Final Girl Games and supported by Dread XP, whom all of you guys know. Like Dread XP, they are the homies. But there's a reason that I wanted to support this game, and not just because it is a banned game. It is one of the itch.io and Steam banned games.
Topic of discussion.
In my opinion, extremely wrongfully so. But I'll get to that in a moment. I promised that I would give my thoughts beforehand and after. So getting into it and just reiterating, because this will probably be chopped up all over the place for editing purposes. But again, I didn't want to just drop this on people in the middle of a stream. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to be able to kind of skip through and know when something's going to happen, so that way if you didn't want to experience something just dead drop, that you knew it was going to come, and then you could kind of like bounce your way through the storyline and still get to experience it with us, but not just have like this dead drop thing occur and then be like, oh, fuck, like damn. But yeah, so I'm Autumn Ivy.
I'm Ellis.
And this is Vile Exhumed. Vile Exhumed, of course, is brought to you by Final Girl Games and Dread XP. Now, this is done under dreadxp.com/vileisbanned. The developer's statement is listed on the website, and here is what it says. I am reading this word for word. Vile Exhumed is a game about searching through an old computer, uncovering dark secrets and experiencing the horrors of parasocial obsession and misogyny. There are references to sexual assault and violence against women, as well as depictions of gore. This was never a secret. This was the point. It was intended to be released on July 22nd, 2025 on Steam, the largest video game storefront in the world. Instead, it was removed from Steam and banned for sale. Vile Exhumed was not banned for its use of gore or its intense themes that are sensitive, but many players related to. It was wrongfully banned for, quote, sexual content with depictions of real people. The game covers topics of assault, abuse, and entitlement, and uses of combination of FMV and practical effects to create images as horrifying as the themes. This was never a secret. There are a lot of intense visuals in Vile Exhumed, but there is no uncensored nudity, no depictions of sexual acts, and no pornography whatsoever, which is one of the justifications bad actors are using right now to censor games. What this actually results in is taking power and storytelling away from women, other marginalized artists, and ultimately from everyone. This censorship of my work is a direct attack on creative expression and artistic freedom, and it will not stop with false accusations of sexual content. They will come for anything that speaks more loudly than they do. By giving the game away for free to whoever wants to play it, I am doing the same thing I set out to do when I started working on Vile Exhumed, a game about sexual assault, male entitlement, and misogyny. Taking back my agency. No one is allowed to dictate what kind of horror is acceptable or what stories are allowed to be told. Every person at DreadXP has worked so hard to support me and support Vile Exhumed, and I want to take this opportunity to thank them. They encouraged my artistic freedom from the very start, and through all the stress and heartbreak of my game being banned, they stood beside me, promising me they would do everything they could to get Vile Exhumed out and into the world, somehow. The decision to distribute the game for free, to make sure as many people could play it as possible, was a collaborative effort that not only had DreadXP's support, but their enthusiastic encouragement. I also want to say thank you to anyone who has supported me, whether you played the original version of Vile on itch.io, or maybe even the games I worked on previously to this, followed me on social media and got curious about the game, or if you just heard about me moments before arriving at this website. You are why I create things. The one thing that hasn't changed during all of this bullshit is my one piece of advice. Please, now more than ever, make the weird thing. Throw up your yarn and create with it. Thank you. Kara Cadaver. Vile Exhumed is now available to download for free as shareware under a CC BY NCND license through a few different methods on this page. This felt like the best option to make the game available to as many people as possible. Trying to release on a different storefront would only open us up to the same problem we ran into with Steam. Below, you will find links to financially support the game. Since Vile Exhumed was intended to be my first commercially released game, we wanted to provide a way for people to financially support it as well. DreadXP will be donating all of their portion of the profits, and I will be donating a portion of mine, totaling in 50% of the profits from the game being donated to Red Door Family Shelter, a Toronto-based charity that focuses on helping families, refugees, and women who are escaping violence. And specifically, Red Door Family Shelter is a dedicated and caring staff team that addresses particular needs of families who are in crisis. So they did spend the time to give a direct link to reddoorshelter.ca. If you guys would like to check it out for yourself, you definitely should. How you can help. We understand many of you are upset by the recent events and censorship of games and developers alike. To that end, if you would like to donate to take a stand against censorship and to show your support for Kara Cadaver and her work, you may use the button below. 50% of all profits will be donated to Red Door Shelter, and you can do that right here. So when you click that, you will bring up a page. It's at Vile Exhumed is banned, and that will take you to the appropriate page. I've already downloaded this. Of course, it's a non-commercial use of the work. but they've got all their licensing. If you guys would like to check out some of the screenshots and some of the information, you definitely can. But specifically, this game going into it was one that I had my eye on and I was kind of excited for. And then, of course, you know, the game banning occurred. And now here we are. So I am going to go right into it from here. I just wanted to make sure that I pressed upon you how really important it was, not just because this was a banned game. Like, I think people immediately want to jump on something and be like, oh, this game was banned. Like, oh, it's got to be like that. Like, and that's not it at all. This game was wrongfully banned. And I really don't think that some people out there understand how fucking horrifying that actually is. That they could take this and just go, well, there's sexual content with depictions of real people, so we can't have it on here.
I think it's important to note that the chief arguments that you see against that, which we won't get into right now, are largely based off the fact that any games that should be banned off of Steam ended up there as a violation of terms of service in the first place.
Yes.
And it is not a censorship issue. The issue never lies with censorship. It lies with terms of service being enforced, and it lies with the legislature that needs to be passed against games of that nature, not as a censorship issue.
It's a moral opinion.
Right.
And that's the problem, is that when you start defining something, it needs a true definition,
right,
not a definition based upon moral opinion. And that's what we're down to.
Because then you have this situation where a game that does not fit any of those metrics and has done nothing illegal, nor has it broken terms of service, gets deleted. Mm-hmm. And you inherently have a situation where an individual, a woman,
is
no
punished.
less, is punished for telling her story a la game.
Yeah.
And that is why it is so important, I think, for this game to be given the time of day. So that it can be seen, so that story can be told, and it can continue to make the mark that it needs to make on this entire censorship situation, but in the correct direction.
So, with that being said, we are going to get into it. And I just think it's really important because I'm going to give my honest opinions on the game. That's kind of the whole point, is I wanted to set this up and give you guys kind of the what for.
The thing.
I got it. This software will not track your whereabouts or activity. Oh yeah, this is old school as fuck. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
Is it secretly allowing you to create one, or?
Oh, I guess so. I just threw in zeros. Paint! Oh. Do you think we can get away with drawing a...
If you want to post it, be careful.
It's gonna be a horse.
Look at that horse.
That's a nice horse. Wait.
So unserious. Hand me the water.
No. All right, hold on. All right. Menu. Oh, cool. Okay, so censor content. I'm not gonna censor the content because I can self-censor.
I was gonna say,
so that's okay. So we'll self-censor. User system? Oh. Last system update 1999. Jesus Christ. Quad core ARM Cortex A8 VOS core.
Damn.
2 gig internal storage, 8 gig memory card. Oof.
Mail? Oh.
Mr. Accounting 8. Where There's a Will 42. Dennis the Menace. Molly the Dolly. Alright, hold on, mail. Enter user email address and password to access. Login. Oh.
Was shoot the dog something.
64 or something. Hold on. User system. That's the user system info. Okay, so this is password hint. Book of the Head.
Oh, so we got to find this. Okay.
Okay, so all right. Cat.doc. Misa. Misa is 6 years old and her tongue doesn't fit in her mouth, so it sticks out. She also likes to be a snack thief. Her owner found her behind a dumpster and now she sleeps in the sun in a nice cozy home. Good for Misa. Jackson. Jackson's 4 years old and was rescued from the tree farm his owner worked at. The vet said he was on death's doorstep and now he's big and strong and causes much trouble. He is nice.
Bet he's orange.
Gomi. Gomi's 7. She was brought home as a kitten. Her and her owner are very best friends. She gets up to no good a lot, but it's okay because she's so cute. If anything happens to any of these cats, I'm fucking burning this computer.
John Wicken.
Absolutely.
Hello?
Oh, it's binary. Hold on, wait. You guys know what this means, right? Binary translator. Hold on. This isn't technically cheating, right? I would assume?
I don't know shit all about binary, so.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, interesting. Love you? Really? So the binary's interesting because the calculator's got it listed under love you. Oh. Dirty love. Do some dirty love. Come right in. If you're less than 18 years of age or live in a state where viewing adult images is against the law, please exit this site now, or if anyone asks, lie. By entering our site, you're stating that you're above 18 years of age, over 21 in Alabama, Mississippi, and that viewing adult images is legal in your state.
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right. Damn, bitch, what did you do? What? Your IP address seems to have been blocked by Dirty Love. If you have not violated our terms and conditions and this is a mistake, please email us. What the fuck did you do to get blocked by a porn site?
That's impressive.
That's hella impressive. Okay. Candy.exe. Damn, this is real. That's MySpace core. All right. Evil Head 1999. Candy and her friends stay in an old cabin during a camping trip where she accidentally reads some pages from the Book of Head that... Oh. The Necronomicon! A newly possessed Candy sucks the soul out of her friends one by one. I'd watch it. This is probably a real one.
The password
is Necronomicon.
Or it's a passcode, one of the two.
Well, so
I'd be willing to bet it's Necronomicon.
The hint was Book of Head, so it's got to be Necronomicon.
Okay.
So Necronomicon is very clearly the password for the mail. So Necronomicon, right?
Great.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to open a notepad because this is very ARG. So let's do... Oh, I'm so glad that was nothing important.
Yeah. You're fine.
Listen, I'm just going to show... These are not my numbers. I'm just going to say if y'all need an accountant, like a real one, like not this...
Something's popping up. Move it. Okay, keep that over there. I don't want to miss stuff.
Yo, why he kind of...
A little Jared Leto-y.
What?
I remember.
What? Can please stop?
Control notes. Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I was just trying to take notes, and I was busy telling people, I'm here to talk about your car's extended warranty, and now you're just asking me to kill a girl. But I'm going to be honest with you. She looks like she's a little unwell as it stands, and I really don't think that I could do much more damage than has already been done. But you're not going to give me much of a choice, and it seems I'm going to have to just click, because I can't F4 myself out of here. What if I don't click that one? Okay. So anyway, if you guys need an actual accountant, I was trying to help somebody with their bills. That's what I was getting to. Okay, necronomicock. Okay. I want to see the rest of Candy's videos. Hold on a minute here. We're all gonna die out here. Candy and her two friends from school get lost on a camping trip and are being stalked by the bear bitch. The only way they come out alive is if they all come together. I want to message Kara and be like, so listen. R.I.P. her head off. After showing up to a party in a dress that was screaming for attention, Candy's friends decide to give it to her, whether she wants it or not. Boys will be boys, and girls are just objects anyways, right? Re-released with 30 extra gore-filled minutes that will keep you coming back for more.
Ah, snuff.
30 more minutes of gore? Yeah, that sounds about right. Locked as of December 31st, 1999. So just to clarify with you and just to reiterate, you basically are searching through an old computer. There is no context on whether or not you found this computer, if you got this computer from someone you know, like what exactly is the context here?
Right. What
you are kind of discovering, and what I like about it, because I'm a sucker for like the film FMV like ARG style games where you're uncovering shit based upon this, right? This date, the 12/31 of 1999. We know, going back into the profiles, if we close this really quick, if we go into the user system, the last system update was 11/14 of 1999. Right?
By Sean Garriggs.
Right. So it's very clear that that was the OG owner. So it's pretty clear that the dude that owned the computer, one way or the other, whether it's you or if you're discovering this, however you got this computer, that this occurrence was a trigger point, right? So there was a catalyst event that occurred because these dates are lining up. So 11/14 of 1999 was your last system update. The user who did this was Sean Garriggs. And then when you go back to Candy's website, under the forum base, her forum was locked as of December 31st of 1999. So one could assume, why would you lock a forum on a website, right? So let's see. Welcome to the official Candy Corpse fan forum update, December 22nd, 1999. Unfortunately, due To the rising aggression and anger among users and increased amounts of angry posting, we feel it best to lock the forum at this time. Maybe one day Candy will come back and explain herself and we can unlock the forum and her devoted fans can continue to support her, but not like this. Update, December 13th, 1999. Users who frequent VNS have noticed Candy has not been listing or buying any videos since last week, which is very unlike her. She always goes shopping for old tapes on Fridays and then lists them over the weekend, and it's very odd that she hasn't done the same this week. Perhaps after that video was posted, she felt guilty about her behavior and doesn't want to face anyone. I know that if she apologized, I would be happy to continue supporting her. Let's make sure she knows that we would forgive her if she were to return. Update, December 9th, 1999. As the moderator of this forum page, I feel that it's best to remove the attached video that was posted by Nameless Norm. The video depicted him, a fan, asking for a fun posed photo with Candy, and then she flat out refused. I took down the video because it was eating too much of the bandwidth on the forum site. I run it from my mom's house, and she doesn't have the best internet, and it was really slowing down my work when I wanted to check on the site. Interesting. Nameless Norm, huh? So there was a fan interaction. She obviously was not comfortable with him.
Right.
Told him no. It's very clear that there were boundaries crossed and he didn't like that.
But we're missing pieces of the story.
Yeah. So we're getting a base level thing. The problem, though, is that was December 9th when this occurred, right? The moderator...
Well, a little before that, the incident.
Right,
yeah.
but I'm saying this occurred.
Right.
The removal occurred December 9th, right? That means that the actual event would have happened between the end of November. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for sometime in the first week of December. To which... this user came back and said she always goes shopping for old tapes on Fridays and then lists them over the weekend. And it's very odd she hasn't done the same this week. So there was missing time.
Right.
So Candy at that point from this period to the 13th was missing at that point. So it's very clear that there was an event that had occurred at that time. And then due to all of the users getting pissy, that's when this was locked.
Right.
Which, this is interesting to me. So they're blaming Candy for this, but why?
Again,
Because there's missing pieces. Yeah.
So I would keep going through the posts.
Forum posting locked as of December 22nd.
Should we start
So
at the bottom?
yeah. Let me make sure it's not in order. Yeah, so this one's in order.
Okay.
December 4th, December 6th. Okay. So this forum posting was locked up as of December 22nd. So December 4th, 1999. What's your fave? Magician Guy 389. I just thought it would be fun if for the new month's discussion post, we all talked about which of Candy's tapes were our favorites and why. December 6th, Candy on VNS, Human Michael. I was selling a copy of Basement Surgery 2, ended up selling it to Candy Corpse. I obviously won't post her email here, but she mentioned she uses Video Nasty Swap a lot. I didn't mention that I was a fan, but she was super nice. And Candy's a stuck-up cunt, media removed by moderators, Nameless Norm, December 8th, 7:43. I met Candy. She was shopping in the village and I asked to take a photo with her. She said yes, but then changed her mind out of nowhere and walked away. I uploaded the video on the media page, but it's pretty crunchy looking. December 9th. Was it really her? Mr. Corpse X. I don't think that was her in the video. We couldn't see her face and that girl looked fatter than Candy. Haha maybe was fake. December 13th. Differences in Rip from re-release. Frank on top. I just wanted to point out some of the differences between the original tape to the re-release version. The 30 minutes aren't just added to the end. They're spread out throughout the tape. Also, they start fucking her before she's dead. Okay. December 17th. So disappointed, Mr. Corpse. I cannot believe how rude Candy was to the user who posted that video. I cannot believe that she thinks she's too famous and important to take time out of her day to take a simple picture with a fan who supported her for so long. I think that's an oversight. That's supposed to be the 19th, but why is she pretending to be prude, Dungeon Lords? It's so funny to me how she acted like such a bitch to that fan when she sort of asked for this. Don't be a porn star if you don't want to be treated like one, you dumb cunt. December 21st, 99. How it would go. Bogus Roger. If I met Candy and she said no to taking a picture with me after I've spent so much money on her videos and supported her, I'd teach her a lesson in one way or another. I'd get what I'd been paying for. Oh my god.
Wow. This is a game that's very real. And for those of you who are watching this and think, well, this must be dramatic, believe me when I tell you that I have gotten these messages. These, for some of the things that she has received, are tame in comparison. And again, you would think that it's not. This is a very real reality today for people who are content creators of all varieties, let alone spicy content creators. This is supposed to be geared in 1999. So please take that concept and chew on it as we continue.
This reminds me of the Tumblr guy.
Yeah, it does.
Like, this is much nicer, but this reminds me of the Tumblr guy. Tumblr guy was not nice. This guy was much nicer.
The other guy reminded me of the kid we had to report.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Minus the threatening to shoot up a convention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. G something. Account creation 5/12/1990. Wait, are you the moderator? Are you her friend? 3 posts, 836 comments. Account creation date 5/12/1998. 3/12/19. Hold on. 1972. Shoot the dog. 77 at us.com. G1234, whatever that is. Rip her head off. So what I'm doing for games like this, I think people forget a lot of the time. Games that are centered around this type of styling are
sort of puzzly.
They're note games a lot of the time. So like we poke fun about like post-trauma, but post-trauma told you at the beginning, have a notepad. Games like this don't tell you have a notepad, but these are notepad games. Yeah. Okay, so we went through the updates, we went through the posts, we went through the user profile. So we'll go back now. The contact information for Candy Corpse is no longer available through this channel. Candy has decided to take an extended break due to personal commitments and private matters. If you need to get in contact with her, please reach out to her management team at downunder@vos.com. Some of this stuff we probably won't need, but I'd rather have it and not need it. Thank you for respecting her privacy at this time, and thank you for your continued support. Okay. Video Nasty Swap, the world's largest horror tape lending library and market. Your listings. You currently do not have any listings. Please email us at vnlistings if you have tapes you would like to list. To swap. Dolls of Blood, 1991, The Jackal of Crimes. The most dangerous game. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, so before I get too deep into this, I want to go back to mail. So we've got the password now. The email, it's VOD Executive, VOD Executive Final Girl Game. So the email address is what we've got to figure out. So my guess is it's probably the Shoot the Dog email. But it's got to be Necronomicon. Yo! Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right. Shit. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on.
You're gonna have to click one to figure out what order.
Fuck. Okay, let's just start from the top and work our way down. So from Sweet Shop VOS new listings. There are new listings on Sweet Shop, Visitor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's basic. From Found Footage at VOS, Candy Tapes. Hey there, thanks for reaching out with the inquiry about those tapes. As you know, there are no more candy corpse tapes being made, and that makes them pretty rare, and we get a lot of collectors like you asking about them. My boss is a huge collector of all sorts of rare videos, not just porn, but anything strange and hard to find. He usually ends up selling the doubles in his collection on Video Nasty Swap. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but you should look into it if not. It's my favorite place for trading and finding new videos. It is a lot of horror, and some of it's pretty extreme, but it is cool. My boss did say if he comes across any Candy Corpse tapes, before he lists them, someone from the store will message you to see if it's one you might be interested in buying privately. Thanks a lot, Casey. Manager, found footage. Okay. To Dirty Love. Hello. To whom it may concern, I think I was blocked from your site by accident. I have not violated any of the rules, and I have not done anything wrong. I have never used your site to even message any of the girls on it. They're really hot, but they are not my type. I like looking, but never even use the Dirty Love messaging app, so how can I be blocked? I haven't done anything wrong. These girls use this site to be contacted by men, so what rules could even be set and broken? If they are using the site and putting photos up that show off their bodies like that, of course people are going to message them asking for more. That's the point of the site. That being said, I've never used Dirty Love messaging system to write any girls. Please fix this as soon as you can. Thanks. Let me fucking tell you something. Those are the words of a man who absolutely broke the fucking TOS and has done some dumb shit hours level bullshit, okay? The amount of times I have gotten
I've never used
fucking
this
emails.
Site. But if I did use this site...
This is exactly how I would have done it. I didn't kill this bitch, but if I had killed her, this is how I would have done it.
The glove doesn't fit.
Oh my god.
This game's a little too real. Okay.
Nameless Norm, forum follow-up. I watched the video and I can say with the most certainty that the woman in that video is not the real Candy. I am's working to track down this der faker and keep the real Candy's name after. So Amphone is attempting to impersonate her. That is why she hasn't met and in videos. Her imposter is also her captor. Why would the forum moderators go along with this? I think because they are selling her passa to turn a profit. Huh. The real Candy? Man, what are you talking about? I've attached the video so you can see for yourself.
He's great at that stuff. But yeah, we can get a quick picture if you'd like.
Great. Thank you so much. I have an idea for a fun pose. If you could just take your shirt off for a second.
Whoa!
What did you just say?
Or even just lift it up. It'll be funny. Come on.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm not taking my shirt off, man, and I'm not taking a picture with you anymore either.
Are you kidding me? Are you too good to take one picture? You said yourself no one ever stops you on the street. You're not even famous. You're a stuck-up cunt.
I'm gonna put the cats away. Give me 2 seconds before I throw something at your computer screen.
That's
Like, no. Some feelings.
No. 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 Mm-mm. No. No. How about no? Mother's Day tape. Brad to the bone.
Valid.
Hey man, I know we swapped some pretty sick tapes before on VNS, but I thought I'd email you about this one. It's brutal. I ordered a box of tapes that were a random collection, and I didn't get to know what was inside until it arrived, and they were all pretty normal and basic, but most I already had in my collection. But one just had a sticker with handwriting on it, Mother's Day tape. I watched it, and I think it may be something you might want in your collection. You're the only other guy I can think of who likes the really fucked up stuff like me. I won't spill the beans, but basically it's a kid and a mom, and I haven't seen so much blood and heard screams that convincing in ages. I was hard as a rock. This one might be real. Let me know if you want it. Okay. Rupert Valley Vet.
Look, man. Arson, if something happens to these animals, I'm telling you.
Please finally see attached vaccine records for your cat, Misa. I know we were looking for them last month to ensure she was all up to date after the bat got in your home and couldn't find them. Turns out, for some reason, they were under the name they had for her at the shelter, not her current name. And for your info, she was up to date on the rabies vac, but it didn't hurt to give her the shot the day you brought her in to be safe. We weren't sure. I know how worried you were. Apologies. Okay, I feel like that's going to be important for some reason. So we're going to put that down. Okay. Vile. Hey, Brad, thanks for telling me about that sale on camcorders a few weeks ago. I ended up picking one up and started working on my own short movie. I'm basically finishing editing it, and when I tell you that you've never seen anything like it before, well, I mean it. I'm already planning a sequel. Hi there, thank you for being a client of Storage Plus. We just wanted to let you know that your payment for this month's rental of Storage Unit 487 has successfully gone through. If you would like a receipt for your records, please let us know. We'd be happy to provide. We just wanted to confirm that you've requested to reset your password for your Video Nasty Swap account. Please let us know if this wasn't you. So the VNS now matches whatever the... So it's Jenny. It's the cat's name.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an easy... That was easy. Okay, cool. Hi there, I saw you met someone saying they were Candy. I have reason to believe this was not the real Candy. I think Candy would never mistreat someone like that. This is why I'm trying to locate the real Candy as well as this wannabe. And I fear you could be in real danger. The moderators may be involved in covering up for the imposters. They already taken down the video you included in your post. I'd like to see the video. Interesting. Hi, Valerie. We had very clear plans to meet today at Bruges around 7 p.m. I got there early so we could meet inside to make sure you felt safe and weren't worried. You never showed up, and I wanted to reach out and see if anything happened as I did not see you and meet you. It was very odd that you did not show up, and I waited for a long time, from 6:30 p.m. to around 8. I was at the cafe reading. I did not order anything, though, so I'm not sure if they would recognize me. Let me know if you were still interested in selling that tape. Interesting.
So we're logged in with the shoot the dog email.
Yeah. So the...
View trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. Hold on. I'm finding this really interesting because, so... Spider sinkhole? Excuse me, what? Oh, stop. I gotta start over. I started from the end. What? Mass murder. What? Hi, Eleanor. That sounds good. I'll keep an eye out for you. Familiar with Westwood Avenue? There's a small cafe that has a door through the alley across from the video store. The cafe is called Bruges. They usually pick that stop for buying and selling videos. Perhaps tomorrow might work for you. I hate to suggest this time 6. Interesting. Okay, so Bruges is a normal spot.
Right.
Okay. I'm broke, so if it'll save the extra cost, let's do it thinking. So, you know, my name is Eleanor. Can I have your real name? I'll just know it's VNS. I'm 5'4" with black hair. My coat's denim, patches on the back. You can recognize me. I'll have red boots on. Where were you thinking we should meet? So these are out of order.
Sort of. They're still corresponding to the ones in the inbox.
Okay.
But there's a couple people inquiring.
I love to save money. Where should we meet? I'll be blonde, wearing pink jacket during this cold weather. Okay, reaching out. Hi, Amber. I never do this and I really hope you don't mind, but I saw you on Dirty Love. You lying fuck. And was astounded by your beauty. I was far too nervous to write you using the site's messaging system. I got my nerves up, but I noticed your page was gone. Were you feeling guilty about showing your pussy online? I think it's fine. Fuck you. I fucking told you. I hope you don't mind, but I felt compelled to use the photos and other info I saved from your page to find your contact information. I just really wanted to say hi in chat and ask something. I wondered if I sent you some money, would you mind taking photos for me? I think the ones you had up were stunning, but have you ever played with knives in the bedroom? I think your perfect body would look even sexier covered in gashes and wounds that I could do whatever I wanted to. I think we even live in the same city. Maybe we could meet up.
So we are now definitively dealing with the computer of the sketchy person in question.
No, there's more than one. So here's, and I'll explain. Hold on, because you're dealing with the initial guy who was creeping on her. You're dealing with the mod who himself is creepy, who is this guy. But we knew that. Right. But there's another third party who is innocuous, because I do think that there is a third party involved here that we're still working through. Mm-hmm. Because why are you going through secondary lead-ins like you don't know your own shit? You understand?
Right.
So I think there's a little bit more to that, but. What have I told you about this shit? Mm-hmm. Because you and I have had extensive conversations about this.
Yeah.
That was... Hot singles in your area. These women want you and will pursue you. Warning, they want sex 24 hours a day. She is typing. Hello, thank you for your time the other day and coming in for the interview. The nature of the job is going into the homes of our clients and repairing machines or oh, that's not safe. Or installing new ones, and frankly, we have great relationships with our clients and they have immense trust in us. As you were aware, we must do background checks on all our possible candidates. We really were planning on moving forward and hiring you. The interview went well, and we know you've been seeking employment for some time now. That being said, once we looked at your background record, at this time, we were unable to move forward. I know it was a long time ago and not even in the state of New York, but the reported incident is far beyond behavior that is welcomed at our company. John.
So we're in New York. Yeah. That is obvious criminal behavior.
Yeah. Well, so here's my problem, right? And I know this. So there are instances with background checks where there are some things that they will let slide. Yeah. If certain felonies, and I know this not from me personally having it, but from like personal family having it. Mm-hmm. There are some things that they're willing to negotiate depending on length of time, what it is. For example, like if you were trying to get hired for something merchant related where you're counting cash, if it was a felony that was related to money, obviously they're not going to hire you to count cash, right? Especially if it was a federal theft. Like, you're not going to get hired to handle money. But if it's something that's customer service related, but you're not handling money, there's a negotiable affair there. If you were someone...
All felonies are not created equal.
Right. If it was domestic abuse or assault, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Interesting. So, hey, you big boy. Remember me? I said I would send you some sexy photos, and I did. I always keep my promises, baby. I hope you send me some back. All you have to do is click that giant throbbing download button, and the pictures will appear on your computer. Yeah, we're not gonna click that, right?
But you gotta.
I don't, actually, but I want to. I'll come back to it. Because, we know it's a virus, but... It's a giant.
I'm just saying it's in the trash. That implies he already clicked it.
No, it implies that he was smart enough to delete it.
Okay.
I will click it. Just let me get a little further first. Damn. I'm not sure if you remember me since it was quite a few months ago, but I sent you that copy of Kill Daddy Kill from VNS. I remember you asking about my collection, and we got talking about the Mass Murder Orgy series and that you were missing 3. I have it in my collection, just came across another copy and wondered if you'd be interested in buying it. I saw it online going for around 40, so I'd be happy to do 35. Let me know, Eleanor. Interesting. Hey, I attached a report and any photos the officers took. This bitch is really playing it up. Dumb cow. The photos are kind of sexy at least. Delete this email, and once you save these files, hide them in one of your freaky hacker security folders. Will. These files have already been downloaded, been cleared from the email by the machine user. Okay, so we have one of the folders that have a police report. Interesting. Hi there, I saw your email about being able to connect with girls in my area. Do I get to pick the ones I like best, or is it random? I like girls with dark hair and blue eyes. Are you familiar with the movie Hardcore Gore Horror? A girl like that would be preferable. Let me know, and I will send you payment for the girls.
So I'm starting to get the inclination from that email and others that it might have started as one thing, but it is quite literally like imprisoned trafficking.
It's turning that way. Hey, pal, I'd love to help you with your article. I have plenty of other girls who are still in the biz who would love that type of exposure. They deserve it too. Unfortunately, I can't give you any information on Candy. I haven't been her manager for a while. And even if I knew where she was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. You should hear some of the questions I get asked by those obsessed weirdos on the forums dedicated to her. The theories are just insane. I can promise you aliens didn't abduct her, but other than that, I have nothing to share. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Andy. Interesting.
Andy was who the girl mentioned.
He was the prior. Yeah.
Well, she mentioned him in the audio.
I never heard back from you, so I said the tape to someone else. Sorry. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Wait. Go back.
Go back.
Lana.
Okay, stop. Hang on. Magazine inquiry. Spider scene cool. Okay.
I remember chatting to you on VNS. Thanks. I would love to purchase Mass Murder Orgy. I have 1, 2, and 4, but this one's been hard to find. I hope you don't mind. I noticed on the video you sent that your address is actually in my city. When this comes up, a lot of the time the same people you're buying and selling from, you know how it is. I suggest meeting and doing the sale in person to save us both shipping. What do you think? Also, if we meet in person, what do you look like so I know who I'm meeting? Better safe than sorry. Good idea. I'm broke. Save. What were you thinking we should meet? Sounds good. I'll keep an eye out for me. Blah, blah, blah. Perhaps... Okay. So they were supposed to meet... He was supposed to meet Eleanor.
He basically stood her up.
But that's not the same.
He was trying to sell multiple people this tape. He deleted Eleanor's email.
No. So Eleanor... So he was buying MMO from Eleanor.
Right.
And was supposed to meet Eleanor at that cafe. Work until 6. So between 6 and 8.
Right.
Closer to 8. But then he also had 2 Valerie who didn't show up. And they were supposed to meet around the same cafe at 7 p.m. From 6:30 to 8. Let me know if you're still interested in selling that tape. So was this because that had to have been another person. That wasn't Eleanor. This was somebody different.
I stand by what it said because putting those back to back read as you're trying to get multiple girls in the same location.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, because you had Lana who didn't show up.
And then the other 2.
Yeah, Lana. So you had from Lana, I love to save money, make friends. Where should we meet? I'm blonde, whatever, right? Uh-huh. But then he never showed up with Lana.
Right.
Because this email was sent from Lana. They did respond to Elon, but see, you notice he has a certain type he goes for, because once Lana explained, I'm blonde and wearing pink, but then Lana, he never showed up for Lana.
They don't look like Candy.
No. But also, if we meet in person, what do you look like so I know who I'm meeting? Right?
Right.
To her.
Yeah.
But then when she responded, 5'4" with black hair.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
because they look like
trafficking.
candy. Well,
implied so far. That's my guess.
It's a little more than that, I think, in his case, because I think...
Well, yes, but I'm just saying where we're at so far.
I want to know what this Amber girl looked like.
Is that any of the sexy whatever's in your area emails?
No.
What's that one at the bottom?
That's her.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So for live, we've got Norm, and Norm was the one who took the video, who also was an asshole. He was a piece of shit, but he was not the same as this guy. Doing the weird roundabout stuff that he was trying to do to get information from Norm, trying to say, like, it's not her, and, like, the mods are, you know what I'm saying? That shit was a whole other thing. And then, like, the inquiry about the candy tapes. All right, so let's keep going.
So the third one that he's trying to haggle and get his hands on, what's in it that's the problem, my guy?
Right. Found footage video rental. Mom has worms. Love boat. Lord of the Things. What is this? A group of the realm's bravest researchers travel across the Antarctica to destroy the one thing and defeat the Dark Lord. But little do they know someone among them is a shape-shifting alien.
Oh,
I'd watch that. Duckling. The sequel to 1999's beloved family adventure, Duckling, is here. Follow Mr. Bill and Quacksworth on their biggest adventure yet. New neighbors to share the pond with and lots of laughs. Rated E.
Oh.
Love boat. Some call this the greatest love story of our time. Travel across universes and beyond, through past lives and future timelines. These two will always find each other. Rated T.
Okay, but skin-eating sex cult?
Hold on, I'm getting there. Damn.
Taking too long.
Mom has worms. Don't you hate when your parents just don't understand? Maybe it's because they got worms in their head. Alien worms take over in this fun action movie. Hardcore gore horror. An unnamed girl, rumored to be Candy Corpse, is brutalized by a group of men. The director has said it was staged and consensual, which makes it less appealing to collectors. So it wasn't. 1998?
When 99 was everything that was shut down.
99 is when she was rolling other stuff out. So... is this the implication that this is her...
That's the one that had the extra 30 minutes, yeah.
afterwards? That she...
Well, afterwards, but it was rolled in with everything else.
It
It
was-
was uncut, is what it was.
It was her re-release.
Yeah.
Interesting. Rated R?
I don't think they had...
I don't think it's... in
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if they had that then.
skin eating... NC-17 was definitely a thing.
I-
Skin eating sex cult. A group of teenagers start eating their dead skin and getting high off of it, resulting in a crazy cannibalistic sex cult. As teens do.
Wow.
Silly
They look
kids.
like Blue Man Group.
Yeah, I'm a little... It's very shrooms. That's very shrooms. Shred till you're dead.
So these are games.
All hell's breaking loose. It's you and your skateboard against the army of the dead. 15 levels, heavy metal soundtrack, and more blood and guts than you've ever seen. I'd play that. That sounds like Tony's like the you know how Red Dead Redemption or it has like the horror mode, or like Call of Duty has the zombie.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, like I would play zombie Tony Hawk. Are you fucking kidding? That's what we're missing. Secret Garden. Water and take care of plants, maintain your store and serve customers, and do not listen to the voices. In this little shop of horrors inspired game, you uncover a bloody mystery. That also sounds fun. Whoa. $4 a night. $5 for 3 nights. $10 for a week.
You remember when you could rent Netflix DVDs in the mail when it first launched? Let alone Blockbuster.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want
remember
to talk
getting
about
shit in the mail, games and DVDs for
Bitch.
Netflix, and having to send them back.
I'm going to throw up. House Obscura. Play as two siblings navigating a haunted mansion who have to communicate through cryptic messages to overcome the separation from our world and that of the dead. You know what, actually? This is actually kind of an interesting concept. Could you imagine? So, like, here's the problem. This is a tangent, so we're probably going to have to cut this or, like, add it in at the end. I don't really give a fuck. But think about this, right? A lot of, like, couch games or, like, PC side-by-side games, there's not a lot of them anymore.
No.
I think this is a fun concept. Because imagine that you have to sit with your partner, but then you have to trade off like the keyboard to type the messages to each other, but it's a puzzle-based game. Or you can play from different PCs if you really want to, or like even have somebody have like a mobile, like it's connected to like a mobile website app to type the messages in. Like one of you plays the spirit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's, anyway, whatever. Fuck off.
Mike.
Huh? Spike! All right. This is our assistant manager, Oh, sister. This is our assistant manager, Casey. She loves horror and all things weird and creepy. Her manager, the one typing this, didn't want to put up a photo of himself or women from all across the state would be camping outside of the store, and we can't have that, can we, pal? We've been open for 8 months and lights are still on, so that's a win in our book. Come in and ask for Casey, Andy, or any of our other great employees. Okay. Is that where we got candy, sister?
Not sounding that way.
To contact Found Footage, please email Andy_foundfootage at BOS or call us. Oh, interesting. *** 3422345. I doubt we're going to need that or this, but we're going to try it.
Please keep going. I'm going to grab one of those burritos because my stomach is hurting.
Okay. The last Saturday of every month. Zombies, zombies, zombies. Pay what you can at the door to come have as much popcorn as you can stomach while we watch a different zombie movie every month. November 12th, Spooky Kung Fu Night. $10 entry for 3 movies in 1 night. So they were running this video rental. And they turned it... Oh.
I'm here and I'm watching while the microwave goes.
Interesting. So
what?
You can click this one.
Oh. R-rated section. So it would need to be the Andy manager email.
No.
His birth year and then the password.
No, I think we can request a password. Hold on. Birth year. Oh, fuck. 0312. Oh, wait, 1972. Okay. So we will wait for that to come through.
Because it pop up like last time, right?
Yeah. You have 3 items solved. Solve your personalized encryption to access the items. Solve your personalized encryption. Personalized encryption. Solve your personalized encryption to access the items. Okay, I'm going to give that a rest for a minute. Molly.
Okay. What did I miss?
Her street. Her street. I can't get this until I open up her police report. Interesting. This link is broken. This link is broken. This link is broken.
Those are cute.
This link is broken. This link is broken. This link is broken. This link is broken. Something here is relevant, though. Ah, there it is. This is exactly like an ARG. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can't do anything with this until I know what we've got to have for that. So let me grab kinky password. Thank you for your man. Yeah. Sugar water. Of course it is. Okay. Okay. So sugar water. Chainsaw Pussy 3. On God. The 4-day long night. In this extremely rare tape, and the first official Candy Corpse title, we see a young woman leave for a dinner date that turns into the longest 4 days of her life. Watch a date gone wrong for Candy and go so terribly right for him. Chainsaw Pussy 3. It hurts so good. Felicity has a secret. Hiding within her beautiful vajayjay is the secret to her successful lawn care business. It's safe, it's efficient, but sorry, gentlemen, no anti-vibration here.
Oh my god.
Is that like the prequel to Teeth? I'm so down. 14 men, 1 bed. Oh, that's okay. 14 men are caught in a snowstorm, taking shelter in the middle of the forest. But there's a problem. There's only 1 bed. Whatever are 14 burly, hairy men on a hunting trip to do? And it's getting cold. I'd be down. Which one's a werewolf? 1987. You know those men have to be super hairy for 1987, yo. Just so we're clear. All right, so obviously we needed the title for that. I'm guessing that this was for a reason. So the 4-day long night. I'm guessing that we needed the password so that we knew the title or the year is my guess. So I'm going to hold on to that because that was obviously relevant for that. Here's that thing you wanted. Regular videos at VOS. Wait, here's more binary. Hold on. Hold on. What does this one say? You sick fucking dog, rotten hell. Oh. Seems legit. So the binary on this translated to you sick fucking dog, rotten hell.
Okay.
Oral, wet, feeder, amateur, naturals, whole, breeding. Good. That's good. That's good. I don't like that there's a feeder tag on this, though.
Pig sounds?
Somebody's breakfast? I like how this is just like whole. I'm super into this one. I'm not gonna lie right now. Hold on. I want to play that one again. I'm super into this one. Like it a lot.
I can hear it.
I like it a lot. All right, what is oral? Please don't chew.
Aha. Aha. Aha.
Oh no! Stop with the mouth noise. Cut it. No.
No, thank you.
No. Go back. This one was fine. This one was fine. Anyway. I mean, it does say regular videos at VOS. Like, okay, it's the exact same binary, but it's just different videos, it looks like. I think it's the same. Yeah, it looks like the binary matches, so.
Okay.
Are any of them different? No, they all look the same. Okay. It looks like maybe it glitched and just sent twice. Okay. That was weird. Molly. You are now attempting to access previously archived messages. In order to view these, please enter your system password. System password. Jenny? No. Which one was the system? No. David, reply to me. What the hell happened? Why did they walk me out today? I know you know. Sean, is it true that you did that to the women? To that woman? David, you got to be fucking kidding me. If you think there's a chance it's true, then you are not even worth my time talking to. I thought we were friends. You're a piece of shit, and I hope you're next to get fired wrongfully, you fucking asshole. Fuck you. That was 1997. So the event that he got in trouble for was in 97.
Yeah.
And this is interesting.
So his name is Sean.
I didn't know it would let you keep notes in here. Oh well.
Oh, we got him already.
Whatever. It's fine. Well, so the owner of the computer's name is Sean. We still don't know if you are Sean or... Hey, I'm leaving for work in 1 hour, but I just got a call about your special friend. Hey, what kind of call? I deleted my messages with her. It was hard to look at. She's totally overreacted. What kind of call? Is she okay? Delete the emails, too. The call was about you going over there. Are you kidding? She's fucking crazy. I know. What a bitch. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm working the night patrol tonight. There's been some teenagers vandaling his park near the station tonight. I'm going to get them for good and teach them a lesson. Hey, check your email and delete this chat. I could get in big trouble, but I'm sending over the report she filed. You should have seen it. She made herself cry and everything. The pictures are wild. Kind of hot, too. They're going to be coming around your place this morning. If you see this in time, get your story straight. She said you were there all night and wouldn't leave. Tell them everything they know. Tell them everything so they know she's lying. Thanks for the heads up, Will. I was only at her place for 20 minutes or so, and she freaked out when I kissed her, and so I left. Crazy bitch probably just wants some attention. They always want attention, but not from a nice guy who wants to give it to them. Remember to delete this, for sure, man. So he was a cop. Will was a cop, clearly. Hi, handsome. One of the girlfriends gave me your IM username. I hope you don't mind up to anything naughty. How do I know this isn't fake? Jerking off all alone tonight, stud? Jerking off all alone tonight, stud? Need some assistance? I think you're a scam bot whore. Do you want some help handling all that package? I could send you some free photos to get you off if you'd like. Okay. Email me so I can send you the good stuff. Wow.
So that's the bitch in the email that's
Yeah.
like, click the throbbing blah, blah, blah.
Click my throbbing link.
Okay.
Buddy, I just got back from Carla's birthdays, and it was so fun. Wish you were here. 98. She was kind of a pill, though. I was happy when I offered to drive her drunk ass home, but then got all bitchy when I went in for their kill. So I went back to the bar, got hammered. Boy, I bet you're hungover today. Not too hungover to go to Will's for cards. We miss you, man. I bet if you came back to the state for a weekend, nothing would come of it. Bitches like that. After all this time, I bet if you'd call her up, she'd let you get in her pants. You know I have girls here. I don't even think about her anymore. Have fun tonight. Ew. Okay, so Molly's messages are archived. I need personalized encryption. Personalized encryption. Solve your personalized encryption to access the items. So we know vns.exe. Okay, we never got around to this one. That's why. All right, so let's go here. A group of teenage girls kill their neighbor's baby to use its blood on a ritual, giving life to a doll. The doll turns to them, makes them suffer for their sins. I mean, you'll have notified the user you would like to trade if you receive a message if they'd like to proceed. Okay, wow. The Jackal, Crimes of Passion. The Caller is in the House video presents another entry in their best-selling series. Follow the Jackal as he hunts 6 women and shows him the hot metal in his pants. Okay, sure. Why not? Spider Baby. A caretaker devotes himself to 3 demented siblings after their father's death. That one rolling out in 67 sure sounds fucking wild. The Most Dangerous Game. A psychotic big game hunter deliberately strands a luxury yacht on a remote island where he begins to hunt its passengers for sport. Attack of the Giant Leeches. When people start disappearing in the Florida Everglades, a local game warden sets out to find the blood-sucking monsters responsible. Fair enough. Night of the Living Dead. A ragtag group of Pennsylvanians barricade themselves in an old farmhouse to remain safe from a horde of flesh-eating ghouls that are ravaging the northeast of the United States. We already know we're getting to that one. Murder Tape 2. Murder Tape 2 follows the events of Murder Tape 1, but from the viewpoint of Christy, the sister of the original victim. Sounds simple enough. Sacrificial wife meat. A mother keeps her daughter chained in the basement, waiting until she's of age to marry off, unknowingly betrothing her to a man who is only interested in mutilating her body. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Good God. All right, Candy Corpse. After showing up to a party in a dress, yeah, okay, we know this one. So we're going to hit swap because I'm assuming that's what they wanted to buy. Okay, so Hexman, hybrid of documentary fiction. This silent film explores the history of witchcraft, demonology, and Satanism. It shows representations of evil in a variety of ancient medieval artworks, offers vignettes illustrating a number of superstitious practices, and presents a narrative about the persecution of a woman accused of witchcraft. Some of these are actual movies. Hellgirl, 98. An undead sex worker seeks revenge on the man who killed her. I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down with that one. Little Shop of Horrors, of course. A clumsy young man working at an impoverished flower shop discovers that the strange plant he's been nurturing has an insatiable appetite for blood, forcing him to kill to feed it. Me too.
These descriptions are like...
The Driller Killer. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. An artist slowly goes insane while struggling to pay his bills, work on his paintings, and care for his 2 female roommates, which leads him taking to the streets of New York after dark and randomly killing derelicts with a power drill.
That's a pretty dramatic jump, my guy. Like,
I mean, I too go a little bit insane, struggling to pay bills while working on my paintings and caring for my husband, not roommate, and you know, but I don't live in New York, so.
Talk about me like I'm an emotional support animal.
A bucket of blood. A dim-witted busboy at a beatnik cafe passes off a cat he accidentally killed and covered in plaster as a sculpture.
What the fuck?
Prompting a demand for more art that compels him to commit murders.
Bruh!
Wait, that's a real movie. Hold on. Bucket of Blood, 1959. Oh, yep, sure enough. Yep. Yep. Alice, I know what we're doing next week. All right.
Is it worth noting that some of these are in Canadian dollars?
Not really.
Okay.
Well, I'm just going. Technically, I could just jump ahead. I just was kind of curious about some of these. The jackal is hunting down men one by one, bodies washing ashore, nightclubs living in fear. No one will stop this mysterious killer from eradicating the scum from the streets. The jackal will kill again. Flesh Bunny. A woman pays a man to cannibalize her and film it. Origins of this tape are unknown. Rare find.
Wow.
That one also sounds legitimate. That sounds like something somebody would actually do. So
What happens when you click buy?
it just tells you that if they're interested in selling, that they'll email you. Dead girls in a shipping container too. A man crosses multiple state lines while hauling a shipping container holding 2 tortured women chained up inside. Well, they're not dead if they're tortured and chained up inside. Feel like we need to be really specific here.
I'd be willing to bet they probably... Why is Little Shop of Horrors the most, innocuous one?
That's what I'm telling you. There's a couple in here that are normal. 7-stone sewer rat. A rat king living below the streets of Chicago eats itself until only one rat remains. Oh, ew. I was thinking it was going to go like Alien or do something really weird, but no, it didn't go that way. That one's gross.
No, people gore. Fine.
Yeah, we don't do animal gore here. Candy Corpse, Evil Head. Okay, so this is the Necronomicon one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, they'll send you a message if they want to proceed. So we're going to click on all the candy ones. Do we click it?
I would say so.
Today's your birthday. Click to find out how you will die. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, good. I've got mail. Hardcore Gore Whore 3. Okay. And then we're going to die out here. Candy and her 2 friends from school get lost on a camping trip and are being stalked by the bear bitch. Okay, this is the bear bitch one.
The last one.
So, Candy Corpse, we're going to die out here, is in my Hardcore Gore Whore 3 is a favorite. Wait, the stars. Hardcore Gore Whore 3. None of the rest of these are favorited, right? Hold on, let me make sure. Hardcore Gore Whore 3. I ask because... Okay, let me go back really quick. So listings, we don't have any listings. I think that leads us to... Was that stupid? Yes. Do I care? No.
So if somebody answers you back, you can look at what you have to swap that.
Yeah.
Okay. The sound of the past.
Okay, so Candy Corpse, favorited, hardcore gore horror. So we need to go back to... Let's see if that did it this time. Imbalance? Cool. Okay, got it. All right. $20? $20? $20?
It is $19.99.
Bitch. I don't give a fuck. And 95 for the leather bra? Get out of here. Pink panties I found in the changing room of the school I work at. My girlfriend's really hot and wore these to work one night. She's a waitress. Some guy flashed her on the way home and she said she'd never wear them again, so I figured why not sell them. Stolen. I stole these from my sister. I just really need the money. She's tall and has a lot of boyfriends, so I guess use your imagination. They were from her dirty laundry pile.
Ew.
Panties worn for 3 days straight, masturbated 6 times. We'll write your name in them before shipping for extra fees. Photo of seller wearing them for extra fees. Can I point something out? Why is it that the items that are sold by the seller and by the person, by the people willing to take photos are cheaper than the items that were fucking stolen or not told or like non-consensually taken are fucking pricier? Fuck you guys. Just pointing something out for a minute there. And you guys, nope, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep that to myself for a second. Please enter your 3-digit PIN to view your files. Shit. Okay, we don't have that yet, so hold on. This is not...
These are clearly not.
No.
Oh.
That's what I thought. Yeah, these are not... What is even going on? I appreciate that you can't tell what's even happening in some of these. I mean, that was a weirdly edited hunting image. Some of these are. Some of these actually are like weirdly edited hunting images. That one is the hunting image of a different variety.
Yeah.
Why is this relevant, though? Like, he's keeping it in his personal folders, though.
The implication would be that he did it.
Well...
Perfect. Ta-da.
That's why you take notes, whether it seems relevant or not.
So these are of him stalking her.
Uh-huh. Is that one of those public laundry areas? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I think so.
Okay, but like, So are these different girls or the same girl? Because I'm going to need you to pick a lane with what you did or didn't do.
They're all the same because that shares the same tattoos as the, those are the same. And then the one back in the hunting are all the same girl.
Yeah, but so my problem is the methodology is different and the location is different. So like...
Because she's still in the bathtub in all of those.
Well, no, in 2 of them she's not. Because in this one she's not. But this is asphyxiation. And this is not the same as these images. But I can't tell if that's a trash bag or just the shirt. But then this one is asphyxiation. So, like, is it supposed to be? Is it not? Is the implication that it's been these dark-haired girls? Like, is he a serial killer? Is it just Candy? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Not that it matters, but... So this is his listing.
Right.
Okay. Dickweed. All right, that's fine. So that doesn't help me. Again, pick a lane. Is it a different girl? Is it not? I can't finish your videos anymore. I've memorized every noise you make. Tell me your real name, Candy Corpse. It's the only thing I don't know about you. I know everything else. All of it. All of it. All of it. How you bleed, how you breathe, how you scream, how you cry, and what scary movies you like. All of it. All of it. All of it. You've got to let me in now. It's time. I'm so close to you. I can smell the blood that will pool underneath my grip, bruising your pretty neck. I can picture how your eyes glisten and how they'll sparkle with tears before they pop out of their sockets. Your spit so sweet pouring out of your mouth while my belt is tied around your head. I want to be together. I want you to always be a part of me. I want to know that every time I breathe, I blink, I sleep, I fuck, I cry, I scream, I bleed. It's you doing all of those things too. You're a fucking slut. I'll make your face look like raw fucking meat, you fucking whore. My second film is about to have its premiere, even bigger than the first. She looks just like you. The early reviews are in, and my casting was sublime. But I know your pussy doesn't feel like garbage. Rot. That's what it felt like. Not you, though. Fresh. I wouldn't even need to cut the extra holes. These copies, fakers, imposters of you will all be maggot food, and you can be the star of the show. Star of the show again. I would do anything for you, and this next tape will be your best work. It will be our best work. I love you, and I will use you until you love me too. It's not VL, it's not EK, it's not CC. Okay, see, I would like a cookie.
Right.
We don't have any cookies, but I would like a cookie.
I do not.
I would like a cookie. So here's the methodology behind, right? The reason that I immediately started lining that is this is someone who very clearly starts to spiral and do obsessive baiting, right? He ignored the blonde and started targeting others with dark-colored hair and who were maybe on a more petite side and were leaning more towards her level. This is obsession behavior.
Right.
Like so
obsession.
Very. But not just in that line. Like he it sounds strange to put it this way, but this is the type of person who wants to cut open the person they're obsessed about, pull all the parts out, and live inside of them. Like, this is that kind of person. And if they can do that through another person who is a copy, an imposter, which that's the other thing, is reading the emails of him talking to this other person where he's like, no, you don't understand. Like, this is an imposter. Like, the mods are replacing her. Like, that's him, right? That's on this guy. So I was suspicious, but then this kind of pinned it a little bit.
Right.
Eleanor, Mondays or Thursdays, walking in park 6 times alone, 1 time with a friend. Gets home from work 6:15 p.m. if no stops. Favorite grocery store is the Food Co. on 5th and Langs. This is where I found out she does not lock her car when she goes in somewhere else in less than 10 minutes. Size medium, bra size 34B. Neighbors don't really talk to each other much. Hair is a bit too long cut for authenticity. I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm going to make a point out of something. And specifically, this is for everyone, but mostly for my femmes out there. Let me explain something to you, and I am dead ass serious about this. 100%. I am very, very serious. And this is for anyone. Again, very serious. Do not make yourself predictable. If you are in a position where you are a very habitual person, if you like to have a schedule, if you like to do certain things at certain times, if you go to the gym at certain times of day, if you like to drive down a certain path, if you do like to do certain things, and you catch yourself doing certain things cyclically, just take a new path every so often. Learn a new thing. Go at a different time. Like, I think it's really important to reiterate to be aware of yourself. If you go on jogs, if you go on runs, if you do that type of thing, having awareness of your area or keeping something safe on you, like, you know, like, what is it? The sprays, pepper spray.
Yeah.
Or,
nice.
Cat claw.
Taser.
Yeah, taser, the cat claw keychains, right? They're really, really light. Honestly, man, at this rate, I will 3D print them for free for you at this rate if you need one. Like, I'm not gonna have that shit.
I used to keep a crowbar in my truck.
Right, and I'm not friendly. That's all I will say. So just, I read shit like this, and I want to point out that I have already gone through the 15 different shades of fucking grief with certain things in this game, and again, I will talk to it at the end of the game, but I specifically see this list, and I read this list, and I want to reiterate to you guys that this is not a joke. This is not a game. This shit is actual reality sometimes. And if you are a person who is very habit-prone, just be aware. And it's not a scare tactic. I'm not trying to be like, oh, spooky, like, be scared. Like, be aware. Just be aware. That's it. It's that simple. Because there are people like this who exist. And you would never fucking know. Again! Okay.
These are not the same girls.
So there's been at least 3 so far.
Yeah. I think it's the 2 that did opt to meet him.
So there's been at least
and
3
then
so far.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the 12th. So this is Eleanor.
I think so.
Yeah. This has to be Kara, though. Or not Kara. I'm so sorry. Candy. Because that was December 12th. So, no.
No date.
I think this was Eleanor. And I think this was Candy. Because that was December 12th.
Yeah.
And at this point, this is before he killed Candy. Or he would have killed Candy. Because
second film, so the first 2 are dead, she is the last.
that's my assumption.
Yeah.
This next tape will be your best work. So that's my... I'll get to that in a minute. Because that's the thing that we downloaded. Okay, let's think here. So... we need Molly's street, but I need the police report, which I think is what this is. It's got to be something with the prices. This link is broken.
Those codes can't be random. Oh, they're password options?
I think so.
I mean, you can go through them one by one.
So let's think about this. It may not be. I feel like that would be too simple. Yeah. I appreciate it's the morbid curiosity one. That's funny. Okay. All right. We also have the archive from Molly. Please enter your system password. It wasn't Misa. Wasn't Jenny. Hey there, I hope you don't mind. I sent this from my personal email address. The internet to the store shuts off at close, and I'm not working until Saturday evening, so I didn't want you to have to wait that long. A customer brought in a box of old tapes he was getting rid of, and there was a copy of Rip Her Head Off, the one with the 30 extra minutes too, which is kind of cool. If you'd like to buy it directly from my manager, let me know, or else he's going to put it up on VNS. Have a good night. Casey Clyde at BOS. Damn. So, you fucking stop leaving.
I had to let the dog outside.
You got an email from the girl at the video store saying that one of the Rip Her Head Off videos finally came in, and to let them know if they wanted it, otherwise the manager was going to list it. And so he called the video store. The person, obviously, that had the computer called the video store, and it's her, the video store girl. And he's just breathing into the phone. And she's like, listen, like, if you're going to fucking keep calling and being creepy or whatever, like, you guys, think that it's just, that's how it's going to go? Like, well, fuck you then. Like, I'm not going to let you sit there and get off just because we sell porn and, like, these videos and shit. So, like, the implication is that it is the video girl. Like...
Well, and so that he was trying to figure out who she was the entire time, and it lists Casey and Andy, and then it gives, I think it gives the address as well.
Yeah. Well, so there's stuff that I missed.
Right. That's literally what I was about to say is there's, I don't know if it's other endings or more information.
I think it's more information. So I want to go back in really fast.
You got to do it from the beginning again, I think, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Stop it. Get some help. Yeah. Okay, so that was that. And then this was the one.
I don't understand what this one was supposed to be. So the scent thing we're missing, is that the only thing we're missing?
I think so. It's pretty close.
Because this was Jenny. Right, I thought. Oh.
No, this was the one that was the fucking her street. This was Molly. I need her street. I wonder if the calculator's there for a reason.
I feel like it's all there for a reason.
Not opening that.
Like, paint as well, because it lets you save a picture in paint. Why? What?
Oh.
Is that the calculator?
Mm-hmm.
What about doing it with one?
Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot.
What?
There were letters in the numbers.
Oh.
Like, blatantly. I have filmed the brutalization and murder of this 19-year-old girl. The things done to her are real. The screams are real. The highest bidder gets to watch the tape of this bitch getting tortured for hours and then bleeding out. $0.69. I can't do it. $1. Great.
Was that it, or was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
that was all of it. All right. So fucking stupid. Because it's all really obvious shit. We were overthinking all of this.
Huh.
The hint was literally in it.
Oops.
Sean, you need to stop contacting me. I will go to the police and tell them what you did to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about it. I have broken my rule of not talking to you ever again to tell you to fuck off for good. Leave me alone. Haven't you had your fill? Haven't you taken enough from me? Never message me ever again. And if I ever see you around my house again, I will contact the police. I don't care that we went out a few times before it happened. I don't care that we went out on a date right before you. I am dead serious, Sean. Molly, I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart. I know nothing I can say will change how you feel about the situation, and I really hate that I hurt you or made you feel less than. The worst part is how you think of me, and I know how you think, Molly. You know I'm not like that. I just thought you wouldn't mind, that's it. I just like being with you so much, and we talked on the phone about being intimate, so I thought you wouldn't mind. You enjoy spending time with me, right? I would never put you in that position again. I just thought it was hot. I thought you'd like it. I thought you wanted it.
Ew.
To do that and then go to talking about her the way that he did to fucking this dude and Dennis.
Fucking disgusting.
Okay. So that should... We have to wait for this. Was this... I want to know if this one was an actual movie.
Accent?
Yeah. Oh. Sure shit. 1922.
Huh.
Fictionalized documentary showing the evolution of witchcraft.
Incredible.
Wild. All right, let's see. We got one of our emails, so let's check it out. Hey man, I saw you logged into your IM buddy list for the first time in like a long, long time. I know after the Molly stuff you stopped using it. I get it, but we all really miss you, Sean. No one thinks you did it, man, and if they do, they know how things go. It's easy. Bitches act like they want it all the time. She probably led you on like crazy. We all understand. Anyway, you should come visit. It's been a long time. We should do a drive-by at the cruiser and see if she still lives over on Hedgeland Street. Ha ha ha. Imagine her face if she saw you back there. It'd be priceless. I hope to hear from you, man. Will. Hedgeland. Okay.
Gross ass man.
And yet, here we are. Yeah, doing a little B&E, buddy. A little bit of breaking and entering. Couldn't fucking be me. The heavy breathing into the phone microphone is gonna send me through the roof, by the way.
Yeah.
All I can think about is the Ghostface video we made. And how hard I was trying not to breathe into the microphone. Anyway. Domestic violence. Molly Strauss. Cherry Lane, Illinois. White male, 29, 5'8", 140 pounds. I could Spartan kick this measly piece of shit through. Are you fucking kidding me? Get out of here. Drives a blue Ford truck. I bet it's an F-150. Gross.
Fucking disgusting.
Nah, man. Nah.
No.
Couldn't be me. So, I think that covers everything that we missed.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it doesn't. Hold on. Where's that email? We have one more email to download. I have my giant throbbing download. Hold on. Hot pics.
Christ.
I love how it's one of the classic jump scare videos. Oh, bet. Kara released, the Final Girl Games had released another game on itch.io, and I believe it was taken down. This is it.
Oh, okay.
So, Apartment 6. I knew this family. There's a window right there. Okay. What about the window? Am I supposed to know something about the window? Looks like the living room up ahead. Okay. The living room.
Can you click the pictures?
Oh.
The little... There you go.
Oh. Oh. I should try taking a photo.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong? Hello?
What? What is it? What is it? I can't really back up facing this way. You better fucking try! Okay. Can I not? I guess not.
Strikes me that you can only use the arrow buttons.
This room. The bedroom door has been sealed shut. Okay, I'm here. I should take pictures after I start the game. Bitch, what do you mean? Alright, 3 spins to the left. 1, 2, 3.
I think full spins, maybe.
What the hell was that?
Turn the light on.
I already took one here.
Scary?
I think it said suck my ass. That's fine. I can't see a thing. The door's being held shut. I should just get out of here. If the door is being held shut, no time right now. What?
Take a picture of the window.
It feels like the door is being held shut. I don't care about taking pictures right now.
Can I use a shitter?
I can't really back up right now. What do you want me to do then? Nowhere to go. It feels like the door is being held shut. Okay. What the fuck is that?
Okay.
Damn, bitch, do you have asthma? Are you okay?
Hit the light switch again?
Bitch, are you good? I'm getting out of here. I have to try the handle first.
Take a picture. Go help. Oh, okay.
Was that it? Was that all? You got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it. Anyway. Good talk. Good GG's. Good game. Anyway, I'm Autumn Ivy.
I'm Ellis.
And that was Vile Exhumed.
Featuring Mary, the minigame.
Featuring Mary. That was a hell of a minigame. Damn, somebody get her an inhaler. She sounded sad. Like she could like Ellis during the springtime. I have a lot of personal feelings for multiple reasons. One of which, for me, is that this game is a 10 out of 10. It's 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 a 10 out of is, I know that a lot of people, I think, have played this game coming from a position of, like, not doing the job that I do in a lot of facets, both from a voice acting perspective and also from a boudoir or physical perspective or from an accounting perspective. As someone who does a variety of things, both spicy and not spicy, I've gotten some of those messages. And those are the nicer versions.
Yeah.
A lot of those messages that Kara put in are the nice versions. Those are like G-rated, like Disney versions of some of the messages that I have received and that Ellis has received. And Ellis has seen some of the messages that I've received. I still have some of them. The very real reality of what this game discussed and what this game covered, both about, you know, domestic abuse, but also assault as a whole, and some of the things that, you know, people can go through when it comes to, you know, both general obsessive behaviors, but also just behaviors of this variety in general, both from, I mean, from all genders. I don't, obviously this was specifically regarding a story about a masculine figure, but I want to point out that it isn't just you know, masculine to feminine. It's anyone. You know, there are masculine figures that experience assault at the hands of feminine figures, and so on and so forth. It's not like this is a one size fits all type of thing. This game was wrongfully banned. Abso-fucking-lutely was wrongfully banned. Do I think that it was very heavy-handed content? Yes. This version that I played, I want to be very clear, was the uncensored version. There is a button for you to click if you are streaming it or if you are playing, you know, like obviously YouTube and so on. This version for YouTube has been edited in post by us or by Maine, depending on who gets their hands on this. So I want to be clear about that. But there is a version of this game that can be played from an edited perspective. This version I played was completely unedited. With that stated, do I think that this game deserved to be banned? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Outlast had scenes that were fucking worse than this.
Well, that's kind of the point, right? Is they literally released a censored version for streaming that's TOS appropriate.
Yeah.
It has it, and yet they still banned it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that makes zero sense. There's hundreds of other games that have stream-friendly settings. Why is this different?
Well, and their statement was, quote, sexual content with depictions of real people, which was untrue. Obviously, at no point in time during the entirety of the gameplay was there references in regards to fictional content of that variety. I mean, yeah, obviously. But again, at no point was there any kind of sexual content that was on screen happening with real people.
No.
At no point. You know, and even the images, obviously, that have been removed in post for this video, none of that was, you know, it was gore, but
Even then, it wasn't really egregious.
No.
In the uncensored version, there were still, like, black censor bars.
Yeah,
like
it really wasn't
body
that
parts
bad.
and stuff. It was blood.
Yeah.
Blood and, like, one or two gashes.
Lacerations.
Nothing
and
that you
pretty...
would see in every other horror video game ever.
Granted, reminder that the difference I think that people would argue is that obviously this game was built as an FMV, which means that Kara used actual video footage. This was, so the game Dead Take recently did this very well. Neil Newbon and Ben Starr and so on had roles to play in this, in that game. And that is considered one of those types of games where there's live video footage occurring as the game is being played. And I'm noticing that seems to be a popular up and coming game style for a lot of people right now, which is great. I think it's a cool concept. There was nothing in this game that I personally would have said, yeah, you know, that's it. The reality of this game, though, and what Kara intended in presenting something that was meant to be a very in your face testament to storytelling of, what essay and what entitlement and misogyny and all of these other things look like. And her exact statement, quote, of taking back my agency, that really is a lot of this in a lot of ways. And it was very clearly a very personal piece. And it was sickening in a lot of ways, because in my own way, coming from someone, again, who does the various types of work that I do, and having experienced the various personalities that I have experienced, both good and bad, there are people that I have had to deal with over my many years of doing this, and I have been doing this a very long time. Some of which a lot of you don't even fucking know about, because I don't talk about it. Like, I understand that you get reports about these people who go to fucking Dexerto and all of these fucking bullshit-ass journalism sites, or like they themselves post bullshit and they talk about it and whatever, and good for them. If they want to fucking talk about it, that's fine. There's shit y'all don't even fucking could never. And I don't talk about it because I don't see a point. For fucking what? What are you going to do to me? Or for me, rather? What are you going to do for me that I can't and don't need to do for myself? Like, you can't fix these things for me. You can't change the outcome of these things that these people have done to me, or continue to do to me, or try to do to me. Like, there's no give and take here. I have to do that for myself. There's no fixing it. You could be there for me and you can stand up beside me, but at the end of the day, and hold my hand through it, sure, but you can't be a shield for these events and these facets and these people who are, throwing the equivalent of swords in their words, or sometimes even physically in some cases if they try to go that direction. Like, shit happens, and unfortunately there are very volatile and very mean and nasty people who just want to see damage done in one capacity or another. But the very real reality is the only thing that you can really do for people and for yourself is continue to do better and be better in your own I guess orbit than you had been the day before. And what I mean by that is you are your own planet. You are your own orbit. You are your own universe, right? Like, there's nothing outside of that area that can ultimately be affected by anybody other than you in your own space.
You are not the center of the universe, but you are the center of your universe.
So, think of it like when you have a magnet in the middle of a bunch of other magnets, one of two things is going to happen, right? That magnet is either going to attract other magnets, or it's going to push other magnets away. So when you have that small orbit around the magnet, you want to attract like magnets, right? Like, you want to have a party of really cool, great magnets. But you also want to make sure that you're protecting your peace in that magnet by pushing away the other negative magnets. Right. And it sounds silly to put it that way, but this was a really important game for a lot of reasons. And I know that there are some people who are not going to want to sit through the playthrough of all of this, or not be able to really stomach a lot of it for several reasons. And that's okay. It's okay if you couldn't stomach the entirety of the game. I do hope that you at least stuck around through this portion of it, through the thought part. At the very least, if you can't or don't want to support or play the game for yourself in that regard, because it is very, very heavy-handed. And I will admit, it's tough. It's a rough one to get through because of the type of content that it is. Remember that this game was intended to be rough on purpose. It's not a game that's meant to hold your hand. It's not. It's not going to babysit you through, the emotions that you're experiencing as you start to realize and story build.
It's really cold reality.
It is. It is. It's a kick in the dick. To put it bluntly, it is a kick in the dick. As you're starting to realize what's happening as you're reading through this man's computer, and you're starting to read through his messages, and you're kind of like, did I find this computer? Like, am I the admin? Or like, what, who am I, this guy? Like, who am I? And then you start to realize that you are that guy. And like, here's the horrible things that he's started to do. And you don't actually realize how much of a piece of shit he truly was until you start to piece together aspects of his emails and the way that he started baiting these women.
And that he's about to do it again.
Yes.
That is what the ending of that implied.
Not just that he was doing it to try to throw in for her, but specifically that this was all over the obsession for this girl too. Mm-hmm. And that he had no problem fantasizing about hurting her that way. Mm-hmm. And that he had that it started with domestic violence for him. I mean, it started with this girl that he flat lied to these other people about, claiming that he hadn't touched her and he hadn't done these things. It was very, very clear that not only did he assault this girl very horribly, but that he beat the fuck out of this girl too, and lied about it. And they believed him. Claims that he was there for 20 minutes and then left, and definitely hadn't been there all night, and a bunch of other shit. And, they took the evidence, but because his friend was a cop and took the statements, they washed everything. It was very clear that he had a record, but they walked on it because there were no charges filed. And that was in the report.
Well, and that's the other cold reality of this game, is you don't go through all of these horrific images and awful, interactions and learn this story for him to finally get his comeuppance at the end.
No.
He's still walking free and still doing it, and that's also a real reality that is every
constant.
single day. And that is the underpinning of this game, is this is every single day.
If I could count, man, I'd have a lot of pennies. I have so many pennies. I will simply say that there are a lot of you who, to this day, still have to, in some capacity, deal with, look at, or otherwise acknowledge the existence of the person that has done you harm in some capacity or another. And you get to sit with the knowledge that there isn't a fucking thing that you can do other than watch them live their life and know that there's probably never going to be any kind of retribution for the things that they did to you, other than you knowing that what they did was wrong and that you told your side of it the way that you could, and that you know your truth. Otherwise, though, nah, man, they're just living their life, doing their thing, telling people what a piece of shit you are, doing the good Lord's work. But you get to watch them live their best life, and there is nothing you can do other than pretend like they don't exist, because no one gives a shit at the end of the day what happened. And that is the really shitty part of it. They just keep living life. And I think what makes this particular game truly harrowing is that Ellis is completely correct. That's the end of the game. You open an email. She picks up the phone. He breathes into it. She tells him, "We're not that kind of place, man. Fuck you." And that's it. And I think some would argue and come back and be like, well, but I mean, it's just like, I think that's kind of a cheap ending, assist. You could come up with 1,000 things, and honestly, just shut the fuck up. Because
it's stunning to me that you want a better ending, but you won't say anything or do anything to facilitate one in real life. If the ending of a game being cheap or unfulfilling or anticlimactic or frustrating in a game of this nature is what bothers you, then maybe you should look outside.
I have a lot I have a lot of big brain thoughts, but none of them are nice. And I think that this is probably a good place to put it. I just want to remind everybody I was always an asshole. Kara, I just want, I don't know if you'll see this. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. If you do see it, I just want to tell you that from like the bottomiest bottom of bottom town of my heart, that you have managed to portray something that is fucking disgusting, truly vile, as is the case with this game and named appropriately. And I love you for that. And I love you for the fact that you stood 10 toes down to put this shit up front and to be willing to put art. It's art. I mean, it is. I understand that there's going to be some people maybe who argue or who are like, you don't, yeah, like, what? Shut the fuck up. I don't care about your opinion. It's art. It really is. Because it made me go into a place and made me think about things, and remind me of things, not to hurt me, but to remind me that, like, no, man, no, but really, but fuck you in particular. Because there is a certain amount of power that comes with being reminded about those spaces in us and about how we aren't those people anymore and how we do grow and we change and we do become stronger, and that these situations are not things that make or break us into a position of totality. Like, it's not there's not a finality in it. So even though maybe, and I'm sorry if this was something that was very difficult for you to ultimately complete, but I want to say that I am proud of you for completing it. I'm proud of you for circumventing a bullshit motherfucking system that ultimately tried to pin you to the wall for doing what you did. And I support the fuck out of it, and I am absolutely hand to hand with you in whatever it is that you choose to create next. Like, I'll be there, balls to the wall, nuts in the glory hole, so to speak. I feel like the porn references are appropriate. Some of the shit you came up with is ridiculous, by the way. But yeah, I just really appreciate what you did. And also, Dread XP has always been a group of homies. Same thing for them. Like, the fact that they stood beside you on this, I love them all the more for that. And I'm just really glad that you had that group and that support that no matter what, stood up. So if you guys would like to also support Vile, even if you don't want to play the game, which if you don't, please understand, I'm not going to dog you. I totally get why it is a rough one. It really is. If you find yourself in a position wanting to explore the game, please do so with caution. Do it with your own self-care. Take time for your own self-care. If you do play it, please drink some water afterwards, get a stuffy, get a comfortable blanket, do some chill time, play fucking Harvest Moon afterwards or some Pokemon or some shit. Like, just relax afterwards. But if you don't want to go down that route, please remember that in this instance, 50% of the profits from the game itself is being donated to the Red Door Family Shelter, which again is a shelter that has a dedicated and caring staff team that assists families in need of crisis, assists families, refugees, women, all of which are fleeing violence. They've been doing it since about 1982, providing emergency shelter and support for women and children affected by domestic abuse, families experiencing housing crisis, and refugee claimants with nowhere else to turn. So 50% of that does go to Red Door Family Shelter, but you can do that directly from dreadxp.com/vile-is-band. And that is also where you can download the game too. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know, again, that was a tough one, but thank you for sticking through it. Otherwise, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff down the pipeline. I'm still living my best life. Ellis and I are still going on adventures, so if you have anything that you would like to see us do, please let us know. Feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and whatever it is that you do. All of my stuff, my videos, photo sets, audios, and more is at autumnivyofficial.com. And I do have merch at autumnivy.com as well. So, but yeah, take your goldfish for a walk, drink some water, make sure you stay hydrated, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay, bye.